sun is shining down here in OC Davis, and I've got Gina here with me as well.
Bore da.
Good morning, Gina. How are you?
He's asking how. Oh, your headphones falling out, Gina. You're not going to be able to hear anything there, are you?
You can't get the staff.
It's one of those mornings where we haven't had enough fuel yet, have we?
That's exactly what it is. Bill, it's been a busy week of sport in Pembrokeshire, isn't it?
It certainly has. It's going to be a very busy weekend as well, Tom. And in such lovely weather, what more could you want, eh?
Indeed, I know. And what's been the highlight of your sporting week, Bill?
Well, I've been watching the Commonwealth Games, it goes without saying, and there's been a Pembrokeshire interest. I mean, we said well done to Lily Rice. What a talented teenager she is. Switched from skateboarding now. She used to frighten me on the skateboard park with her somersaults in a wheelchair. She's gone back to swimming and only wins a Commonwealth bronze medal in the swimming. So well done, Lily. I know how pleased Mum and Dad will be. They'll be over the moon. And if ever anyone deserves a medal, it's her. I've never, ever met anyone so committed as she is to all things that she does. And then yesterday, what a highlight there. I watched Johan Croft boxing, from then actually announced Crimmock, right, on the television with a Scottish lady. Yeah. He boxed first. He stopped his opponent in the second round. It was absolutely superb performance. Then Garen came on straight away after and had a lot more difficult bout. Was down after the first round, came back well. So both the Croft boys now, that guy will be thrilled because he's their coach up in Cardigan. They both are now guaranteed a medal. And the way they boxed, they looked good, I can tell you that, Tom. And last but not least, last night, stop press, Lucy Harding dived in the 10-meter board. That's scary just to see it. She qualified for the finals and came 12th. I spoke to her dad via text, her granddad via text last night, and he was saying how proud he was. He'd been there watching. So Reg and family, well done.
Isn't it fantastic that all these family members from Pembrokeshire, because it's only in Birmingham, they're able to attend it. It's a couple of hours away, and that extra element of support is fantastic. I know that Ashley Barnacle in the judo, she was well supported from friends and family right here in Nayland, actually, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the lovely thing about it is that, like you say, the families can go, but friends of the family, I know there's been a huge contingent have gone up from Cardigan to watch the two Croft boys, and they'll probably stay up there if I know that lot.
Well, our team in Cardigan, they're big supporters of the Croft boys, they had stopped work up in Cardigan. They were all sat down. They were to watch the fights going on there. So play stopped work for the afternoon.
I love that. Also, does it mean where they progress, Bill? Aren't they now guaranteed some silverware? Is that right?
Yes, in the boxing, you're guaranteed if you get to the semi-finals, you don't. If you lose in the semis, you don't box a third place playoff. Both boxers who lose in the semis get a bronze, so they've got at least a bronze. And I think they could get more than that, Tom. They could.
Yeah,
that's right. Well, they've been doing well all year so far, haven't they? They've been away abroad and bringing back. They're representing very well.
They're talented boys. I first watched them when they were really young. Incoming boxers. I emceed the boxing, and they were really, balanced, level-headed youngsters, knew what they wanted even those days, and the talent was there, and it's been nurtured by Guy. It's a real family success.
Fantastic. And then looking forward then, Bill, towards Monday, who have we got lined up to hear from on the Pure Sports Show with Ethan Evans and Morris?
Well, Matthew Freeman's going to come on for sure. He's the newly appointed manager of Sport Pembrokeshire, a hugely important job. Ben Field has been remarkable for over a decade. Matthew stepping in as one of his deputies from before. He's going to be a great asset to Pembrokeshire sport, as he always has been. And I'm looking forward to working with him on the Sports Awards, because he's good with that. I'm also going to get someone from the Bridge Meadow tonight, but a little bit more about that later. And I know that young Fraser Watson is moving into the cricket again. He's not playing this weekend. He's going to a wedding, but he's already lined up 2 cracking interviews there. So lots and lots to listen to on your show on Monday.
Fantastic. It's going to be another jam-packed one. Of course, we've got Ben Stone back in the hot seat as well after he's been enjoying a little bit of an early August time away as well, which is lovely. And you mentioned there about the Bluebirds, Bill. Just one of the highlights happening this weekend.
Yeah, 7:45 tonight. They're taking on Barrytown. They've played them once before in a friendly. It's in the Nathaniel MG Cup. I've never known quite. I know it's a sponsorship deal. They're playing at home to Barry Town, who are still eager to get back into that JD Cymru Premier, I can tell you that. It's the first chance to see the Bluebirds in real action. I saw them play against Swansea under 25s. This is going to be a different kettle of fish. And then next Saturday, week tomorrow, they're home to Carnarvon in the JD Premier League. So that's when the real roller coaster ride starts. So, yeah, that's a big game tonight. And there's also, in time shows the range of sports, Gina. Tonight in Pembroke Dock Cricket Club at Imble Lane, there's a celebration of 30 years of ladies cricket. So they've got a get-together of past and present players, buffet music from Richard Scriven. That's a real treat, let me tell you. He's loud.
Yes,
A couple of short speeches. It's going to be a real walk down memory lane for anyone who's been involved. I umpired, incidentally, both of you, the first ever county ladies team in Pontarddulais 30 years ago now. Went up with the team because I was chairman of the county club, and I umpired that. And some of those are still playing. Sam Rossiter was playing then, still playing now. Cathbug Huxley, who plays for Stackpool, or played for Stackpool in men's game for Hook and Burton as well. So there's a lovely thing down at Pembroke Dock tonight. If you played, get along there, I'd say.
Well, I played one game, didn't I?
Yeah,
so I could be involved in that now.
Get down there. There's a couple of drinks, Gina, right up your street. Drinks, buffet.
Lovely.
I think you'll find the music, even with your experience, a little loud.
I don't know. You need to spend a bit of time with this one, Bill.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to say, Bill, so the JD Cymru Premier, it's come round, it feels like really quickly. It felt like it was so far away, and now the league is back. Tony Pennock is now head honcho there, the first team manager. Where do you think that they're hoping to get this season?
I don't think they know, really. I mean, listen, every side has been working hard to strengthen. Every side is desperate for a top 6 place. If they get a top 6 place, I'd say that was a monster success. I'll just be happy to see them doing their best, staying in the division, giving top football to people in Pembrokeshire who are starting to appreciate the things that are on offer at the Bridgemere. I think Rob Edwards is building a useful sort of thing there that people can go along and watch that at its very best in Wales. Can't ask for more than that.
No, it's fantastic. And of course, their pop-up shop on the Riverside has got their grand opening, I think, a week tomorrow as well. The Nest in Need. So looking forward to going down there. Some of the players are going to be there to sign some shirts as well, which is, I think, is going to be great.
Yes, I was talking to Kian, the young guy, Kian Demine, who's doing the beautiful artwork. I was talking to him yesterday with his dad, who was practicing with one of these things that they can fly and take photographs in the air. Yeah, he was showing me that yesterday. They couldn't do it during a game, but for training, it has immense implications. So interesting,
Yeah,
that's fantastic. Well, Bill, thank you so much for your time as ever here on the Breakfast Show. Is there anything? I'm just looking now. Is there anything that I've missed?
Well, I'd have to say,
I'm not in my usual place today.
No, I know that. And you're looking well wrapped up there too. Your Youth Cup final was played last week. A great credit to local cricket and to Hook and Whitland, who took part. I know their coaches, John Willington and Jamie Phelps and Colin John at Whitland, demand standards, and it's very evident. It was a great game. A Hook won, but both teams played really well. There's huge implications for the cricket this weekend, Tom, in the first and second divisions. I could bang on for that at length, but Criselli and Cairo and Langham are the top 3 in the first division. We could have a strange situation where, not strange, but Haverfordwest have been in the first division for 45 years. They could go down this weekend if they lost. Goodness knows what will happen. They got to win 2 out of 3. Yeah, and in the second division, it's the same there. You know, the top game is Sleckery to a 4th against Sir Branston, who are top. But Whitland and Burton have got a huge interest there as well. So there's all to play for in the cricket. That's going to be a massive weekend. And if I can just say, on Sunday, the Alan Brown Cup final is on in Whitland for the fellas. That's Kilgetty against Stackpool, 12 noon start. And continue with the theme for the ladies. The Clive Huxley Ladies Cup final is at Stackpool, and that's Burton against Pembroke Dock on Sunday as well. So loads and loads of sport if people want to get out.
There is. And of course, we're just up the road here from Neyland Cricket Club. Who would have thought that they wouldn't be in the running at this point in the season?
Yeah, I suppose mathematically they could still be in the running. I mean, they're 5th in the table, Narberth are 4th. If those top 3 sort of had a collision or a crash, whichever one it would happen, those two could still sneak through. But I think that's unlikely now.
Well.
That's the beauty of sport, though, isn't it? Because you just never know.
Gina, you're right. I mean, this year, you know a lot of the Loreni team. You've been involved in that area. Well, they're 8th. They could, in theory, still go down. Haverfordwest and Pembroke Dock are the favourites to go down, but Loreni are 8th, which is unheard of. Last year, they were close to winning everything. You're right. It's the spirit of sport, and it's got to be played and enjoyed. If you go down, go back next year. And that's my philosophy always.
Oh, at tense times, and when it's one-on-one bowler versus batter, it really is a game of nerves, isn't it? A very exciting climax of the season.
Yeah, and what's nice as well, there are other games that I watched some of it in the Commonwealth yesterday. Bowls, the bowls in Pembrokeshire is immensely competitive. It's lovely to see, all ages now. When I was a boy, if you went in with a bowl, you were kicked out as a potential troublemaker. Now they want kids at 15, 16, 17 playing. You see them in the Commonwealth Games, Interesting times.
It is indeed. Well, Bill, thank you so much. And to anyone who's listening to this on the radio or watching us on our socials at the moment, Tom and Gina are here. We're at OC Davis Roundabout Garage, Nayland. So come on down, have a look at their stock here, and we might even help you enter a competition to win £500.
Indeedy, we want to get you into that draw. So come on down, come and see us this morning.
Yeah, and Bill, we'll do the same again next week, shall we?
Yes, see you tonight as well down at the Bridge Meadow.
Indeed, Pure West Radio, we're going to be there for that cup game against Barry Town. Going to be providing some music, and I think that I might even be on the microphone.
Oh, there we are then. Well, that's a given, isn't it? You've got to be. If you're anywhere, you've got to give him the mic. And also, Bill, it's my favourite. Oh, sorry, go on, Bill.
Just going to say, not too loud, Tom. That's all.
I can't promise that.
It's my favourite part of the morning, and it's to ask you, what song are we going to have today from you?
Well, I love Glenn Campbell, and I saw one of his shows when, I saw two. The second one when he had dementia and was there singing with his daughter. It was a very moving show. He was forgetting the words sometimes, but I'll never forget his performance that night. And he sang Dream, Dream, Dream. So if you want to play that for me, I'd be chuffed.
There you go. We're going to try it. We're going to get that on the system for you now, Bill. Bill, as ever, thank you so much. And should we do it all again next week?
Look forward to seeing you both then.
Take care. Have a good week.
There you go. Bill Carne there with the Pembrokeshire Sports Update on a Friday morning here on The Breakfast Show with Gina and Tom with OC Davis, Roundabout Garage, Nayland, live from OC Davis, Roundabout Garage, Nayland, here until 10 o'clock. So come on down, meet the team and see what stock they have here available for you. Should we press play?
Yeah,
Let's do this.
Press play.
Let's
Let's
play.
go. The show on the road.